Hey guys and gals, Aunt Diane here. This story is going to piss you off, but there will be a little bit of justice at the end if everything turns out the way that we hope it does. This lonely man, who happens to be a Holocaust survivor, who lost his parents in the Holocaust when, judging by his age, he was either a baby or a very young toddler. Um, When he was an adult, he ended up moving to the United States, built up a nice business for himself. I assume that he's either divorced or his wife had passed away, probably the second um, option. They do not identify who this gentleman is. Now, maybe in a later update to the article they will, but they don't identify him. So this is just a standard picture I put up. The beast on the left is Peaches Sturgo. Supposedly, this sweet man built a very good life for himself, made himself quite wealthy by working hard and living the American dream. Either after his wife was gone, he was very very lonely. Okay, they mention he has an adult son. They don't mention if he has any other children. But this man was lonely, and this woman really took him for a ride. You may be interested to know that this girl, not the one in the picture, that's a picture you get off the internet. This woman told him he loved him and all this crap. They met on a dating site. She did not um, catfish. It really was her. And the man believed her. She started coming up with little excuses. I need money for this and that. Being generous and lonely, the poor man did end up giving her lots of money. And the poor man even lost his apartment in New York City, which is very expensive. It's not some little, flat in the corner that's cheap rent. In fact, I don't think anywhere in the world is cheap rent anymore, but that's besides the point. This man really worked hard after being through the Holocaust, starting a fresh life in the U.S., and then gets scammed. I mean, this is horrible. Luckily, his adult son found out, and I believe that's where they started pressing charges and whatnot. This woman had the nerve to laugh to her real boyfriend. Look what I'm doing to this jerk. I'm asking him for this and that, and he's giving it to me. And I told him I love him, and he's telling me he loves me. What a sucker. And she thought it was the greatest thing in the world. When this femme fatale was finally arrested, the prosecutor wanted to put her in jail for like almost 10 years. But the defense attorney started saying she had a terrible childhood and all this stuff. And, you know, there was nobody playing a violin in the courtroom, I don't think. But they ended up giving her about half that time, about 4 years and a couple of months, and ordered to pay $2.8 million. She had a bunch of expensive jewelry, Rolexes, you name it. A nice luxury home. So let's see if that happens. Supposedly she apologized and felt really, really bad and yada, yada, yada. And now let's see if this happens, okay? She does have a boyfriend. I don't know if he's going to run and try to hide her assets, but this is serious now. I don't think this one's going to get away with it. But I'm going to continue to follow the case. If you want to do a Google search, look up this clown, not the man, this mean lady. And she's in jail right now, but there may be people on her side helping her out, her fellow scammers. And I'm glad this son is helping his dad. When this happens to somebody like this, you can't say, how could you be so stupid? These people are vulnerable, okay? They don't, they are so lonely that they feel flattered when somebody is paying attention to them. And the scammers are probably pretty good at what they do. They've had a lot of practice. So I really hope they put a stop to this one. There are millions, probably millions of scammers in this world, but I think that everyone that gets caught is a step in the right direction. Until next time, sweethearts, I love you all, and please love yourself. If you're really lonely, um, try to meet people in person. Maybe bring a friend to get their, opinion on this person. It's not always going to be great, but the first person you should love is you. And I love you. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye bye.